join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Washington Commanders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete to open things up. When you look at this defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Cougar 19. Here we go. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the 23-yard line.
60. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Daniels looking to throw. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Come on. 70.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Let's go now. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage and they're clearing space.
A very solid gain of 27.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Go street. Let's go.
To the air goes Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready up. Here we go.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And this one is incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
With they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But
here's a diving catch right side. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These 2 teams all tied after 1. 2nd and 7.
70, Corey, 70. Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now to the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Viking 18. 60 Eagle.
Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
60 by.
And this play still live. He faked the spike. Going to throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Walker with a grab left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Now Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
That is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Running right, here's Walker. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Pass game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Start. Gotta be lying. Mustang 19. Ready,
now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Bronco 80.
Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Ready up. Go, Buffalo Ace.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they could. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Second and 10.
Coconut 79 Broncos.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At the 25-yard line.
Mikey, 18. Dragon 60. Go.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker with career touchdown number 60. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into space at the 45. Through the middle of the field. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
17-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
To throw is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. It's caught. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Ben Sinnott, as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Seahawks 20, Commanders 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Come on.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. A nice little juke. And out a little across the 25 to the 20. Seven.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. And 2nd down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here we go. Bronco 80. 60 bites. 60 bites.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now Daniel's going to keep it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
19, 18.
They go play action. Daniels under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
Get it. 60 Bison. 60, 19 cards.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Point after try forthcoming. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd.
Makes the score. Commanders 21, Seahawks 20. Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Whether it's offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah. It feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
79 Broncos. Let's go now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28.
14. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 6.
Back to throw again. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Seahawks have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up.
They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
The score, Seahawks 28. Commanders.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Daniels looking to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Viking 18.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Let's go now. 7 points.
To the air goes Daniels. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28.
Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard
The
line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. But he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right, already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready, set.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
77 with 60 average. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. An audible here to get a new look. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. He'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Marcus Jones there for the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught left side by the center. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that was prepared for him to try and take off.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here comes second down at 5.
Here we go. Start. Cowboy 80.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Here now, third down.
Buffalo 18. 70 Lions. Go.
Here's Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. No.
Daniels going to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Here's first down. Trying the left side with Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Broncos. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
That one caught. It's Horton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Running left is Walker. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Viking 18.
Walker with another carry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here we go, first and goal.
Ready, go!
Walker is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second and 3. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Gets past one man. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong